This is John Shaw.
Armenta.
You're listening to The
This
Devil
is
You
not
Know. Grab her by the ear, pussy.
By the ear, pussy.
Okay. That went over like a fart in church.
Love one another, it has been said, is the supreme law. But what power made it so? Upon what rational authority does the gospel of love rest? Why should I not hate mine enemies? If I love them, does that not place me at their mercy? Is it natural for enemies to do good unto each other? And what is good? Can the torn and bloody victim love the blood-splashed jaws that rend him limb from limb? Are we not all predatory animals by instinct? If humans ceased wholly from preying upon each other, could they continue to exist? Is not lust and carnal desire a more truthful term to describe love when applied to the continuance of the race? Is not the love of the fawning scriptures simply a euphemism for sexual activity? Or was the great teacher a glorifier of eunuchs? Love your enemies and do good to them that hate and use you. Is this not the despicable philosophy of the spaniel that rolls upon its back when kicked? Hate your enemies with a whole heart, and if a man smite you on one cheek, smash him of the other. Smite him hip and thigh, for self-preservation is the highest law. He who turns the other cheek is a cowardly dog. Give blow for blow, scorn for scorn, doom for doom, with compound interest liberally added thereunto. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, a fourfold, a hundredfold. Make yourself a terror to your adversary, and when he goeth his way, he will possess much additional wisdom to ruminate over. Thus shall you make yourself respected in all the walks of life, and your spirit, your immortal spirit, shall live not in an intangible paradise, but in the brains and sinews of those whose respect you have gained.
Welcome to the Daily Grind. This week's hot tip: how to pick the ripest, the juiciest, the most mouth-watering melons from the grocery store. First, take them in your hands. Really give those melons a feel. Whether they're large and more than a handful, or small and easy to handle, they should feel weighty for their size. Second, bring your face in close to the melons to savor their scent and the feel of their flesh. Do they smell nice and sweet? Well, they should. Finally, after giving your melons a good squeeze, run your thumb over the tip of them. Oh, not too gently, but not too rough just yet either. The tip should have some give, but should no longer be soft. And there you have it, folks. Have I made you hungry for melons yet? This has been Satanist Misty Tyers, bringing you your daily grind.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 55 of the W Know for another rendition of the Circle of Jerks.
Yes.
Who we got this week, Johnny?
You can hear right now doing her little daily grind moans. It's Satanist Misty Tyers, everyone. We've got Reverend M.A. Mandrake with us. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
Man, welcome back.
Yep, and your friend and mine, Josh Armenta. How's it going?
Hey, doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you sound smooth. He's like, what?
His Skype worked.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of technical difficulties here, folks. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
Today's
we're gonna try and get into some fun topics today. Here, maybe.
yeah, definitely.
Hopefully?
We're gonna talk about Trump. Kidding. Kidding.
Although I would love to know what the Canadians are thinking.
Yeah, maybe we should ask. Yeah.
What the snow Mexicans think.
Yeah. Snow Mexican.
We're the White Walkers behind the ice wall.
That's funny. Yeah, what's your take on
man,
that?
we're just laughing our asses off at you guys.
Darn it.
A lot of the world says that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope.
Crying over it.
Yeah. Those silly Americans.
Well, we do some weird shit, but we've always done some weird shit, and a lot of times it works out. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. I personally, I was a little disturbed about some of the things I've heard recently that I kind of would like to hear what everyone's thoughts are, because I don't think this is a topic that I hear a lot of us talk about, but I'm interested in what your all thoughts are on, especially science areas, including like climate change. What are you guys? Apparently, Trump doesn't believe that there's a climate change happening. That he wants to drop all science towards that. What do you guys think?
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I am now officially in the chat.
Gyps!
Hey.
Holy shit, he's in, dude. Gyps Fulvus, everyone.
All right, Gyps, hey.
Hold on, let me
So
give you
what's
some
going
applause, man.
We're
We just started,
actually,
man.
Jeff, so
Yeah.
just in time here.
We're talking about climate change and how Trump doesn't believe in it. He doesn't subscribe to it, and
Okay, I have to jump in here because I
Go
have
ahead,
heard
shoot.
on liberal media that he may be rethinking that. So I don't.
Yeah.
He's
I
rethinking a lot
don't
of
know.
things right now.
I don't know if that's factual either. I mean, obviously, like he seems like he's fairly mellow now that he got the job. So I don't know. I mean, but it brought to my attention that what do people actually think about it? Because I personally I'm very pro science. I'm the guy that's like, fuck yes, let's get to Mars and let's, and the whole climate change thing is something that I'm used to from like a very Christian family of mine. Like they don't believe that any of that's happening because they don't care what happens for future generations. They think that God's gonna destroy the earth anyway. So
I know every generation thought that.
Yeah.
right. So yeah, it just made me curious. Like what as far as having a topic to discuss is what you guys all think. Do you believe in climate change, that it's a real problem that's happening?
I think the climate is changing, but I don't see any of us being able to do anything about it as individuals. We are kind of fucked in this lifetime anyway.
Well, I certainly think that that's the problem that that science has put forth, is that hey, as an individual, you can't stop this. It takes everybody, and so when you have a group of people that a percentage of people that don't believe it, that can be part of the problem, I guess.
I don't think it's that everybody doesn't believe it. I mean, I'm sure there's a number of people who don't believe it, but I'm sure there's also a number of people who just don't give a shit either way, and that's
very true.
That's
Yeah.
a problem.
Right.
That's either a problem or just human nature in general. I mean, we're selfish animals. You know, I mean, how many of us can stop throughout our day and take our time to really think, oh, maybe I should actually do something to prevent this from happening to my children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren, and so on and so forth.
You know, there's a thing. You know, this is what happens with everyone mostly. You know, there's people dying right now, being murdered, raped. You know, dying of disease and everything while we're talking right now, and we don't give a shit because it's not happening to us. It's not in our. You know, there's a riot on the
now
news.
I feel kind of bad.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a riot on the news. Who cares? Because it's not in my backyard. When this climate change stuff starts affecting our lives personally, then they're going to step up. Oh, now I care, and I think it just might be too late.
Well, at that point, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Right.
But there's scientists out there, like Dorian, you and I were talking about earlier. There's scientists out there that have proven that this thing is happening. These things are going on. This is a byproduct of what we have done to this planet as people, and that's that. So, I mean, I tend to take their word for it. They've been working on this their whole lives. They all can't be nutcases. I mean,
well, and usually the people that are really against it are more big business. And wait a minute, we can't stop using gasoline. You know, solar energy is bullshit. It doesn't. You're gonna use up all the sun. You know, and crazy shit like that. We're gonna use up all of our wind. We won't have any more wind anymore. You know, that's
yeah. Misty, you got any thoughts on that?
Oh, we've at least been able to on here on Vancouver Island. We've been able to see quite a difference. We haven't had snow where I'm at in over 2 years.
Really?
Wow.
We're supposed to be in Canada. We haven't had any snow. That's what people still talk. The last snow that people remember is 1996. So there's people alive right now that haven't experienced snow at all.
Wow.
It's a noticeable difference.
Don't have to get your ass over to New Jersey. We get snow every fucking year, and it's ridiculous.
He's like, don't come over to Jersey. We get snow every fucking year. It's awesome.
Climate change. That's fucking what? Sorry about that. Sorry.
You know, I think I mean the evidence is there. We see the evidence. We see of a huge amount of learned scientists talking about this and saying it's a huge problem. But like you said, I have a very hard time caring about what happens generations down the line. And again, like, there's really nothing I can do about it. So I'm just thumbs up to the scientists. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I think the Tesla thing's pretty cool. So
your voice, it's making Misty horny, man. It's really smooth. Anyway. Yeah, I hear you. So, yeah. So
an important part of the selfish gene, though, is that the selfish gene wants to live on, and that's really essentially where it comes from. It wants to be there generations down the line. So I don't think you can really blame it all on selfishness, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we you know, I guess when it's not, we think of our day-to-day lives and what's important to us right this minute. You know, I mean, it is hard to sometimes think about, you know, what am I leaving for my kids, you know, or whatever. You know, like I said, I'm just curious, and you know, whatever. I'm not obviously we're not here to. We don't preach on the show. It's not what we do. So I'm not trying to tell people you got to make a difference. You know, like that's not my thing. But you know, just curious to know what your guys' ideas and thoughts are on it. Especially like, you know, I'm really into your guys'. Yeah, sorry. I'm really interested in the further space exploration in Mars. What are your thoughts on putting money into the space program?
I want to stay here. I like Earth. I'm very carnal. Belly all. But yeah, man. Other people can go if they want. But I want to stay here.
I have something
I mean,
that
you live in
ties it all
Arizona,
together.
so I mean, it's not that different.
It's really not.
It's red around here. Yeah. Gyps, what'd you say?
But I have something that ties it all together.
Okay.
For both. So regarding climate change and space exploration, you know that joke. I think it's in Radio Days. Woody Allen, Woody Allen as a kid doesn't want to do his homework because he's too nervous about the universe expanding. He's thinking that everyone's going to be, dead, so why even do your homework? And his mother says, she says, you're in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is not expanding. Now do your homework. And as a kid, I was kind of obsessed with this, the whole idea of and this is before I saw Radio Days or any Woody Allen, that the universe will eventually destroy itself.
Yeah.
Big crunch.
Yeah, well, tell them to get to New Jersey. It's fucking expanding.
No, and then it crunches.
Gyps, what were you saying?
Let's get a ship and go to space. Let's explore different galaxies. Maybe we'll find some different planets, establish some life, set up some cool things. Find some other species that look attractive and fuck them, and the rest is history.
All right, Captain Kite.
Yeah, right. Let's hope they're green. They got tails. Yeah,
I think that's my fascination with it is because I know that I'll never see a day where it's space travel the way it is in Star Trek, but I do know as long as everything goes according to plan, I should hopefully still be alive in 2033 when we do have some people that are planning on landing on Mars. And so, the idea of that leading towards that whole Star Trek and exploring the galaxy, that to me is really exciting,
Oh, yeah. I'm just sad that I'm not going to be able to see a girl with 3 tits. So
No doubt. Well, I don't know.
You never saw that big.
That actually might happen here. That might happen here, I think. I don't think you have to go to Mars for that.
Misty, what do you think about girls with 3 tits?
That wouldn't be too difficult to arrange.
Nowadays,
No, real ones.
It's got to be possible.
Real ones.
That would probably be like somebody living next to a nuclear power plant. That would happen.
Like the blue-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
I thought you were into science, man. That's not what happens when you live next to a nuclear power plant.
Well, back in the day, comic books and stuff, that's what happened.
All right, so let's switch gears.
Gamma. Let's talk about what the hell is going on in the world right now. What kind of crazy shit besides Trump?
That's pretty much all that's going on. You were trying to avoid it. You can't avoid it. Talk about it.
I know.
Yeah, obviously, we don't want to get too focused on politics, just because our organization covers a wide span of politics, but it is definitely a hard subject to avoid.
Yeah, that's what's going on in the world. Everyone's talking about us in the United States and who the United States elected. That's the main focus of everything for some reason.
The problem I have is with people who go out of their way to demonize other people for voting for a specific candidate, whether they voted for the winner, Trump, or whether they voted for a third party, or whether they didn't vote at all. I see people on social media writing posts such as, if you voted for such and such, unfriend me, or don't talk to me ever again.
Yeah.
And I see that, and I just have to shake my head and go, what happened to freedom of speech? What happened to your First Amendment right to support whatever the fuck you want? Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy how some of the ultra-leftists have to just go out of the way and whine and point fingers at others to shame others just for having a different opinion.
Yeah, and then go out and riot and that sort of thing too. It's kind of ridiculous, definitely. Yeah. I mean, these are the people that think...
Someone on Facebook said that they would forgive the Trump supporters before they forgave anyone who did not vote. So, I'm fucked.
All right.
I'm sick of all that nonsense. It's nonsense. It's this passive aggressive whinery and idiocy where people could type all these really insane things on Facebook and other sites to try to make others feel bad, or try to throw their jabs and their digs at others and make themselves puffed up to feel like, oh, my statement really matters and means something significant, when it really doesn't. Just keep your opinion to yourself, move on. If you won, you won, shut the fuck up. If you lost, you lost, shut the fuck up. Either way, shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We have these people protesting.
I mean,
not even protesting. He hasn't even done anything yet. At this point, it's just a bunch of bitches crying.
Now, do you guys think
Right.
though, if it had gone the other direction, if Clinton had one, do you think that there would be the same level on the other side?
Yeah,
As far as
it would be pronounced. It wouldn't be as physically violent, but there would certainly be a lot of backlash. You'd see a bigger rise in nationalism and in political extremism. You'd see more hate crimes probably pop up in different parts of the world, especially in less open-minded communities, such as the more rural and tight-knit suburban towns and states that don't have big cities or many diverse areas.
Like New Jersey? Yeah.
Maybe.
Jersey's kind
what
of
I
like
think is that
the North is like New York City. The South is like Texas.
Okay.
I think that the response, a lot of the response is being affected by just the public discourse. If everyone's saying that, especially I think a lot of the demonization of the right is causing more, demonic activity from the right.
Yeah.
That if you call people racist and yada yada, and say that everyone in the cabinet is a white nationalist, then you're going to see a rise in a lot of those things. Because everyone's sick of hearing the whining, and they say, you know what, fuck it, yeah, I'm a white nationalist, and let's spray paint swastikas and everything.
Swastikas.
Yeah,
I think talking about
that,
it keeps it alive.
Yeah.
Whining about it keeps it
And
alive.
it's creating it.
It perpetuates it. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
It's making it much more than it would have been, and also probably exciting the white nationalists a lot more, than before. They thought, okay, well, we have a guy who's not exactly a white nationalist, but maybe he'll help us to, get our white agenda in there. But now everyone's calling his entire cabinet white nationalists, so now they're really pumped.
Yeah, of course. What about? It seems like Trump is trying to give Ben Carson every job he can offer him. I don't understand the idea of offering him the educational job when he thought that pyramids were for holding grain for Joshua, and I don't know. This guy's kind of a basket. It's kind of a weird one to me. I don't know.
Call me silly.
Well, maybe
I'm
if you
stunned
throw
by it.
something at him, it'll eventually stick.
I guess.
Was this Ben Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a white nationalist,
Well, yeah.
You've seen the Chappelle Show.
Once removed. Yeah.
All right. How about Standing Rock? What are you guys planning on the whole Standing Rock?
I think it's funny that water protesters are being sprayed with water. Or I'm sorry, water protectors. Water protectors are being sprayed with water. What, is that ridiculous or what?
It was polluted water too, I tell you.
Insult to injury, I guess, huh?
Like what, the polluted Flint water?
It's the fractal water. Yeah.
So what are they actually doing there? Because I'm not too clear on the lyrics. They're just there protesting the pipeline thing, right?
Yeah, they're protesting
trying
that
to-
the water's going to be contaminated, and it goes through their reserve, their special land. And
Sacred land or something, like they found some burial sites or whatnot. It's what it sounds like so far.
So there might be a poltergeist then.
damn, can those guys buy gravestones? Those guys, some gravestones, we'd know where that shit was.
So in other words, it's the perfect setup for a real life Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Walk toward the oil, Carol Ann.
The bodies.
That's
Pet Cemetery 4.
Wow. There's nothing sacred anymore,
God is
man.
in his holy temple.
Oh, man.
All right, Poltergeist 2.
I mean, I can understand if you're living on a certain land. If you're living on a certain land and you don't want your own water contaminated, your own drinking water for whatever reason, or, I mean, I don't know too much about the issue, but that's where I'm just guessing. If you don't want your own drinking water contaminated, then yeah, take a stand for it and do something about it. But if you're living across the country, like in Maine or something, and you're trying to protest something that's taking place in central middle America, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, showing up and clicking like on a Facebook page or showing up to an event that's created across the country, what is that exactly going to do? I mean,
I always think that when I see somebody like, you know, posting a picture like where I have a T-shirt that says "I stand with the people of Standing Rock." Like, no, you don't. You're at home, safe and sound. You're not standing for shit.
You're eating stuffing tomorrow.
I've even seen things where different populations, like there was something about the Maoris in New Zealand were doing some protest and like.
Yeah, if they don't get their ass over here and get in line, then they're not doing shit.
Yeah, there's people all over the world that just think they're making a difference by, you know.
That seems to be like the social media generation. Is as long as you post something about it, then you're part of the movement.
You're an activist.
Yeah, selectivism they call it. I like that word. Good portmanteau.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's what. Maybe we should be getting the TST involved and have them sent there, and then they can get hosed down, and we can laugh at the videos.
We'll just spray them with holy water.
Save our statue.
Spray them with more milk.
Spray them with milk.
More milk.
From graffiti.
Then we'll have milk protectors out there. It's crazy.
They're literally a joke.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping to go one full show without mentioning them, but it doesn't happen.
Right.
No, you weren't.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's like a bad rat. Keeps a real ugly head.
They're keeping tabs on how often you mention them. The drinking game.
They must be drunk as fuck, then.
I don't have nearly enough whiskey to get me through that game.
Yeah. Well, so what else is going on out there?
Well, I'm about to find out because I have to leave.
You
So.
Well, thanks for being with us. May we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks, guys. Have fun.
All right, man.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
So long.
All right.
Hey,
there were 4 or something.
Now we're down to 5.
God, can't stop coughing.
We had 6. Now we're at 5. All right, Josh. What do you think? Anything going on in there? What do you think? What's going on out there? Yeah, what grinds your gears?
It's pissing me off, or people. I don't know. I work in a restaurant, so people complaining about GMOs and chemicals in their food, and
that was freaking gluten-free people.
Yeah. Do you get the people that have a list of just things like, is that gluten-free? Is that this? Is that that?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just glad I work in the back.
Yeah.
Do you put like extra gluten in their food?
If I could, I would.
It's like a sprinkle jar of gluten. It says it listed on there, gluten, big red letters.
No, it says free gluten instead of gluten free.
Yeah. Like big fangs going, I'm gonna get you, motherfuckers.
Now, how long is it gonna be before we hear, it's going to happen where eventually it's going to be, scientists have actually discovered that gluten is actually really necessary for your body to, nourishment. I mean, it's going to happen. It always happens. It's like, this is like the new health kick, and it's going to change like it always changes. Does anyone else feel like that's what's going to happen?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, the same things happen to salt and to coffee, so
eggs and red meat.
It's eventual.
Yeah.
I mean, I work in a coffee shop, so I see that every day. I get questions: do you have almond milk? Do you have coconut milk, soy milk, rice milk? And it's like, whatever happens, just drinking like either regular fucking milk or drinking no milk. I mean, alternatives are great. I mean, variety is the spice of life. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, unless you have a serious problem, like where if you drink something, you're gonna puke the second you drink it, or if you're gonna have a stomach ache that feels like Mike Tyson's repeatedly punching you in the stomach after you take a sip, or if you're shitting red blood. And I mean, pick your poison, drink it, and go your own way, and shut up.
Yeah. And I mean, if it's that
difficult,
learn to not drink it at all, and that when you don't have to ask.
Here you go.
Because really, I mean, you can't go into every restaurant and expect a list of, why don't you have this? I thought that about when people were complaining about the fast food In-N-Out Burger not having any vegetarian options.
It's a burger joint.
Vegetarian place, really. I mean, it's ridiculous to expect that. I mean, it's one thing if they have the option, that's cool. But to get mad and expect them to have it and petition because they don't have it, that's just ridiculous. And it seems like that's everybody's a critic these days, and they're all. Gyps, what's making you mad these days? What's pissing you off?
What's really making me mad? Just lack of caffeine, really. That's really the only thing that really makes me really angry.
Yeah.
If I don't get my caffeine in the morning, it's like, do I run this guy over, or do I get to work and do I just cause some crazy massacre, or do I just take my sip and then thinking roses or something like that? Who knows? But I don't know. But really pissing me off. I don't know. I just in all seriousness, just like I say, just the climate where everybody goes on social media and all of a sudden thinks they're an armchair politician or an armchair philosopher or an overnight activist, and a lot of that behavior is just puffery to don a good guy badge for some different cause. And unless you're truly passionate for a certain movement and you truly stand up for what you feel is right for yourself and for others that you closely align yourself with, then don't be a fake ally. Don't call others an ally, especially if you're not gonna go to bat for them when the shit really does hit the fan. Don't say I have gay friends or I have black friends, but when put to the test, you're not going to stand for them and you're going to crawl back to your fucking cave. When you're getting opposition from others who troll you or who genuinely, sincerely want to harm you. I mean, there's a price to pay for every form of activist behavior and for every social cause. And people don't realize that there is a price to pay, and sometimes that price does cause hardship and does cause pain and does cause negative repercussions. So, I mean, responsibility to the responsible is what really sums it up. And I see more of that, and it just makes me very just cynical in a way. I mean, it doesn't make me hate everybody, but it's more what are you really doing? Are you really giving a shit? You're just expecting everybody to fall in line because it's your friends are doing it, where you see it everywhere on different mediums and different forums.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a joke in a lot of ways.
Yeah, let's get them.
I think it does fire us up, though. Not fire us. I think it does make us more cynical about it. The more we hear about it, the more we're shut up already. It gets so old to hear people complain about the same things over and over again. When you can tell just from people who are just sharing certain posts all the time, that they don't even really have a clue what's going on. It's just that all their friends say this is bad, so let's say that it's bad.
Bad.
It's victim culture. It's self-victimization. I'm a victim. Poor me, woe is me. It's just stand up for yourself. Either put up or shut up. If you can't stand your ground, walk out. If you can stand your ground, stand your fucking ground, and don't take the hits, and don't cry while you're taking the hits. It's one of those things where people should choose their battles more appropriately, and if they do choose the right battles, fight the battles, and make sure not to lose the battles.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
I wish Facebook had a shut up button.
That would be great.
Or even just an unlike button,
A shut up con.
Yeah, or an unlike button.
Yeah, they need an unlike button.
There'd be too
Misty,
many.
what about you? What gets your panties in a bunch these days?
Not being able to fold laundry?
See, a typical, that's a Canadian answer there. Well, the only thing that makes me mad is I can't fold laundry. Is it because you guys just got a great life up there? So
yeah,
well, we do have a Disney prince for prime minister.
You hoser.
He has been known to shirtless photobomb people's wedding parties.
Nice.
Yeah, that happened at a place on the island here, at one of the surf resorts. This couple was taking their wedding photos, and he just kind of wandered into the background. They didn't realize it until afterwards, and it was just Justin Trudeau in nothing but a small pair of shorts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
But see, that's exactly it though. That's awesome when it happens somewhere else. That's what the rest of the world's going to be like, saying things about Trump when he does something stupid.
God, no.
Awesome.
No shirtless Trump.
Oh man.
No, I don't want to see that.
I would laugh.
He's going to be a horseback with Putin, shirtless.
His nipples are as orange as his face.
Oh,
just that image made me completely dry up.
They're huge. It'll be tremendous. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah. It'll be great, the best you've ever seen.
They're bigly. They're bigly.
I don't know. Not much really kind of makes me angry though.
Really?
Aside from freaking Etsy sellers not shipping me the things I need to make freaking orders for people.
Got it.
I wanted to work on those Krampuses, and I ordered a whole bunch of eyes, and they haven't fucking shipped them to me yet. It's been a month.
Lies.
Yeah.
Eyes, no, seriously, eyes make the character, though. I mean, if you look at so many different horror villains throughout the years, the eyes do make the character. Without the eyes, you lose a significant amount of that eeriness and that.
Exactly.
All that.
All right, Josh.
Krampus
Oh,
needs
sorry.
his
Josh,
beady
what?
black little eyes.
All right then. Josh, tell us what gets you mad, Josh. What gets you like? What pisses you off?
Oh, right now, it's the good guy badge flavor of the week, the safety pins going around. Have you seen this?
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up.
What is it? Safety pins?
Yeah.
Have you been on Facebook?
If you're not white or straight or male, you can come and talk to me. I have a safety pin on my shirt. That symbolizes that I am a safe place.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
Dude, you haven't heard about this all over Facebook?
No, I've been sick all week, man. I
fuck.
didn't give a shit about what was going on. Safety pin. So wait, so it's only if you're not white and you're not straight, then you can come talk to them, or male.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
gotta
Like
be
if you feel unsafe because Trump, I guess. People are wearing safety pins so that these people who feel unsafe can go and talk to them or get a hug.
God.
Some bullshit. Yeah.
It's a good guy badge.
Where are the
Yeah.
bullies when you need them? These guys need. If you see somebody, attention on bullies. If you see somebody out there with a safety pin, give them a wedgie.
I miss those days of wedgies and Melvins and all those things.
I wish I knew that when I saw you last. I would have given you a wedgie. Then you can give me one afterward. Forget about it.
Speaking about panties in a bunch, it's an everyday wedgie.
That's right. Damn straight.
Fucking safety pins.
All right, you guys hear me?
Andrew Rawson, everyone.
Hey, what's happening, man?
All right.
Yeah. So, Andrew,
yeah, thanks for joining us.
Since you're new to the topic, what's pissing you off these days?
Yeah. What's pissing me off these days?
Yeah, what grinds your gears?
We'll get your panties in a bunch.
All these motherfuckers having a mental breakdown because Trump's president. That's pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
And we've come full circle, folks.
Yeah.
By the way, I do have to say something about the safety pin. Isn't that ironic? Isn't it ironic that the safety pin is meant as a symbol of safety when I always think of a safety pin as something you pull to toss a grenade?
Wait, what?
That's just called a pin. That's it.
Brown, pull the fucking safety pin and toss the grenade.
I think. Yeah. Andrew, having only one hand, do you feel it hard to pull safety pins on grenades?
Nah, that's what I got teeth for.
That's how they do it in the movies.
Hell yeah.
No, just a little bit of teeth.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Andrew, what else pisses you off?
Okay. Let's see. What else pisses me off?
Awesome. Way to ad lib.
I don't know. I gotta kind of think. I mean, I spend most of my day at work, and the stuff that pisses me off there is anything you guys are gonna want to hear about.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, Misty, are you? No, I'm kidding. Ah, shit.
Well,
okay. Here's something that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Christmas music at Halloween, even though like we're way past Halloween.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Ugh.
I think
It
Christmas
actually
music
is
at
almost
all. I mean,
legitimately
like,
Christmas time now, so I guess it's okay. But
Christmas Eve is like, the only time that I'm okay with like a little Bing Crosby. That's about it, really. Like, I don't want to hear it any other
That's my
time.
extent too.
well, I mean, I used to work in a mall, so I really don't like hearing any of those songs anymore.
Oh, dude, I feel ya.
Yeah, the salon that I work at is in a mall, so it's gonna start any time now. The decorations are already up, and the receptionists are already begging to change the radio station.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
it should be. I mean, they're already going to be full swing. If they're not already, then by tomorrow evening, it's on.
Ugh.
I'm fortunate enough at my job. We have a boombox, so we just ignore all that Christmas music stuff and we put on whatever we want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a
That
tattoo
would be
artist, so
amazing.
I play rock and metal all day, so I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
I would say the masses losing their mind over Black Friday pisses me off, but that's probably the closest thing to a legitimate purge we'll ever have.
Do any of you guys participate in Black Friday shopping?
No, I work.
It's
I make
only
the
finally starting to. Yeah.
I prefer Cyber Monday only because then I don't have to leave the house.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Black Friday is only finally starting to come up here. Boxing Day is kind of our thing. But
Boxing Day?
We're starting to get
What's
Black
Boxing
Friday
Boxing
sales
Day
now.
and Black Friday can sometimes be the same thing, but what's Boxing Day?
The day after Christmas.
Oh,
Box.
like
That's
It
Isn't
makes
that
much more
Unboxing
sense because
Day?
you get the shitty Christmas gifts and you can return them and get things for
oh,
better
so
deals.
you're like boxing them back up and taking them in?
Yeah. I don't
Right.
know why it's called Boxing Day, but I mean, it makes more sense for sales.
Boxing Day makes me think of like fighting boxing.
Yeah. That's
Xbox.
I like that
Real
better.
Weird holiday.
Like you gave me the shitty sweater and I punch your teeth in.
Instead of a tree, they make a little ring in the house for boxing ring, and they air out their grudges with each other 3 rounds.
yeah. Canadians have
Perfect time for the
weird
next
holidays.
WWE pay-per-view.
Bing bang.
Canadians have weird holidays, Misty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every couple of years, whenever Vancouver Canucks do pretty well, they like to riot around here. That's kind of a
When is
infrequent holiday, but it still happens.
Hoser's Eve?
Eh? Take off, eh?
Take off.
Guys, I mean, we should have got like some like pissed off guests.
Well, I mean, I can be pissed off about just about anything if I really want to.
And another thing.
Prove it.
Why not just further perpetuate the Facebook rumors that I'm a flaming homo?
Hey, that means. Hey, wait. We should make a sex tape. 2 wings for the vulture. 2 wings, 1 hand. I'm a
Josh, just so you know, Andrew only has 1 hand.
Oh, okay.
Now, he's like, oh, now it totally makes sense now. Yeah. That's funny.
That's a
it went
video I
evil
would pay
today and
for.
had to hack it off with a bagel cutter.
Well, hey, the nub could still be useful for certain tapes.
Fuck yeah. It's my
Yeah.
own au naturel French tickler.
Yeah, he shakes it like a fucking dog shit in razor blades, man. It looks like a fucking little Sibian. It's fucking.
No batteries required, fully articulated.
Yeah.
I do like these little circle of jerk sessions too, although it seems like I'm 2 for 2 on coming in like derp. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's all good. I'll edit it and make it sound good.
Thanks.
Or maybe-
I'm gonna blame it on only having 1 hand. I can't think as well.
Maybe some actual circle jerking taking place. Like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, circle jerk.
I would lose my boner if you did that.
I'm trying to scroll the internet to see if there's something I can specifically talk about hating.
We talked about Trump.
We always
and
try that.
Safety pins and safe spaces and white nationalists and
talked about climate control and space exploration.
Scientists.
Oh.
And
although on the subject,
aliens with 3 tits.
How about really bad people who think they're like artistic or like visual, like comedians or writers or like people who draw, but people who think they're like extremely talented that go to open mics like every week and they try to show off their shit.
I don't think we can't talk about.
The following has been removed because it is on a need-to-know basis, and right now you do not need to know. Thank you.
Like that, I don't want to do that.
Well, Doctor though, he wrote that he would encourage those people. Like that was his sixth sense of humor. Would somebody who could sing, he would encourage them to go out and sing more. So
yeah.
That's how I feel about the people who try to rip off my Baphomets. And it's like, yeah, put out that shitty stuff. I don't care. You'll crumble soon enough.
Ripping off the Baphomet, I saw something hilarious. This is gonna make you laugh. I saw like a yellow, black, and gold colored Baphomet drawn with Black Lives Matter inside the whole Baphomet. And I was just
fucking way.
Oh, fuck.
Can you repost that?
Put that in the show.
Fuck that.
Oh man.
Maybe it said Black Magic Matters.
Yeah.
Black Matters, yeah.
Not if they spell it with a K. Oh.
With a
Coffee
K.
matters, but
The Black Arts Matter.
Like Arts Matter, yes.
I like that. Black Arts Matter. I'm gonna tag that.
That's a new T-shirt for I Satanist.
There you go.
Nice.
Black Arts Matter. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Marlene said Jack. Sorry, what'd you say? Oh, black jelly beans matter. Okay, anyway.
No, they don't. Those things are horrible.
Hey,
Yeah.
It tastes like Jägermeister.
Oh.
You're like, blah.
Look, I'm
Black
from
shit
Wisconsin,
splatters.
and I won't drink Jägermeister. Okay.
No.
I did way too many Jaeger bombs when I was playing in band, so
Josh, did you say black shit splatters?
I did.
Did you say black shit splatters?
That was me.
Oh.
With bullshit splatters.
Oh, shit splatters, right? Yeah.
All shit.
That's the right. In my email, they're gonna be getting my house with shit flung at the house. Going, no, you don't say all shit matters. You say black shit matters first.
I got a question. Why is it that people are made to feel guilty for not getting on all these bandwagons that people are trying to prescribe you to, like the Black Lives Matter? If you're not all for it and everything, and on their quest for glory, you're a white nationalist. You're a racist. If you're not, if you don't get on board these things, they just, I don't know. They make it seem like you're the one.
It's guilt tripping. I mean, the same way as any religion would do. It's the same thing. It's like your cause makes more sense the more people you get involved. Like I always say that with what separates our religion from other people's religions is the reason that they feel the need to bring other people in is it makes them less crazy. The more people that they have, it makes a religion less crazy. And it's the same thing, it's their cause is more important by the amount of people that are involved in it. So, they have to kind of guilt trip you into being a part of it because how dare you be sensible and stand on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that the this idea of the regressive left has definitely become like the new religious right almost, to the point where they talk about privilege like it's original sin, and if you're not joining on these or shunning your quote unquote privilege, then you're this filthy beast and you need to join the group think.
Yeah.
Or you're You're one of them devils.
Yep.
Vagina.
That's another reason.
It seems like a good time to put that in there. So.
Hell yeah.
It's always a good time for Amy.
Actually, I have to play it at least once during a show. It's in our contract. But actually, it's twice.
Vagina.
Sorry, it's twice.
Yeah. I don't get the whole privilege thing though. I mean, it's just like it's just so overused nowadays. I mean, anybody.
The word privilege is so overused; it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like everybody's got their own relative problems and issues to deal with, and some of us don't feel the need to air our dirty laundry out in public. Just
right.
Some of us want to just do it on their own and make an effort and make a difference. And I think the huddle up mentality only really works if you were actually legitimately traumatized. Like if you were a rape victim or somebody like slaughtered your entire family, then yes, I mean it's one thing to seek out counseling or seek out help or seek out other like-minded folks to maybe help you, aid you in your troubles and situations. But I don't know. I mean, it goes too far. I mean, I just see people just looking for that. It's almost like they want to be cuddled and coddled. Like they don't want to have someone just look them in the eye and say, look, these are the tools. Fix them yourself. Don't blame it on privilege. Don't blame it on others. Stop blaming and just start doing it.
But that's Generation Snowflake's job, is to blame everything else except for themselves.
Yeah.
I kind of get pissed off when I hear somebody using that term, privilege, as if they have any understanding of anything I've been through in my life. I mean, to just assume that by rather than letting my individual merits stand on their own. But whatever. I mean, when it comes from some of the simple sheep that throw that word around, it's almost kind of, you almost feel sad for them. Like, really, that's all you got is your Facebook status. That's all you have in your life is complaining that I don't get along with you on the internet.
Sure. The internet is supposed to be for education and for entertainment, and if you're using it for neither, you're just probably using it for misery or to try to impose your misery onto others, which is very solipsistic.
Yeah, definitely.
Misery loves company.
Get some balls.
And everything on the internet is true. So, yeah.
Or you could just come in from the other side and use the internet for porn, but I guess that's just me. What?
That's what I thought it was for, but that falls under education. But,
that's why I got internet.
Education and entertainment.
Yeah, edutainment.
Edutainment.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, this has been a great episode, and we want to thank you guys all for being a part of the show today.
Yeah, shooting the shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course you're all welcome to come back again. Never.
Thank you both for having us. Thank you for putting on the most awesome podcast in history. And yes,
nice.
Damn right.
Yeah, I like that.
The second time Dorian has told me I'm not allowed back, and yet I'm still here. So.
Exactly. All right, guys, listen. Until next time, everyone, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.